A trade the New York Yankees should consider, and I would even go as far as saying consider now. Forget all the other moves that could be out there. I think I might have the answer. And I spoke about this guy before, but I want to talk about it again. And the reason why we should start considering the trade route is we know Yoshida's gone, and the remaining options on the free agent side, I don't know if the Yankees are going to go there. The most obvious one we know is Andrew Benintendi. And we do believe the Yankees have interest. Now, there is the rumor out there. I was told this a while ago. It's been corroborated by a lot of the mainstream media reporters now, is that Andrew Benintendi may not be, and I like to do this, a quote-unquote, not a big city guy, whatever the hell that means. But of course, the Schkarol makes things very, very different. And people start to think differently when the money becomes involved and they go, hey, they're giving me $20 million a pop. I like the big city now, daddy. That's right. And they move on over there. But I don't know. I don't know if the Yankees are going to go to the 5 years for Benintendi, maybe even 6. He's looking for 5 over 100, so that's $20 million a pop. It is around the number that he's looking for. We know there's a lot of clubs that are interested. We also know a lot of teams out there are very interested in throwing out money left and right. And the San Francisco Giants have yet to make any big moves or large move. Of course, ever since offering and losing out on Aaron Judge. Xander Bogaerts goes to the Padres. They've been throwing around money, begging somebody to take them. I'll play left field if they need me to. I'm willing to take a couple of million on a deal. But for the New York Yankees, I think it's time that you really start to put your thinking cap on. You say, yep, all right, what can we do to improve this club? We know the things we need. We know we need to be even more athletic when we have some of that already coming up in our crop, in our system. But I believe, folks, that I have the guy who's not going to cost as much. And he's a local guy to where I live currently. Of course, not from my home, but a local guy to where I live currently. Drafted from the University of Virginia. Currently playing for the Arizona Diamondbacks. That guy is Jake McCarthy. I am a big fan of McCarthy. He got power to both sides of the field. We already know quite a bit about him. I've told you guys about him for a while now. He is 25 years old. He'll play until July 30th of next year at the age of 25. From Scranton, PA. Of course, played at the University of Virginia. Got drafted out of there. But a left-handed batter, 6'2", 215 pounds, throws left. Last year, 2.4 WAR. A 283 average, 8 home runs, 43 RBIs, and 321 at-bats. 53 runs scored, 23 stolen bases during that time. 342 on-base percentage, 427 slugging, 769 OPS, 118 OPS plus. All of those are above average numbers, as I'm sure some of you know how those numbers work. But this is a guy that I'm telling you, man, I think the Yankees should be all over. McCarthy is the type of player the Yankees are looking for. And, of course, you see this number here. He wouldn't be a free agent until 2029. So he's a guy who is going to cost a little something. And I'll pull up a tweet that I have out there here momentarily when we take a look a little more into the numbers here on McCarthy. But 99 games last year, like I already told you, the 43 RBIs. All those numbers are great. 16 doubles. Guy has great speed, 23 walks, 76 strikeouts, and 321 at-bats. That is a little bit concerning. It's not eye-popping. It's not half of his ABs. It's not even 40% of his ABs. You're looking at a guy who may strike out, in 600 at-bats. Maybe you're looking at 140 Ks, 135. You can even cut that down some more. Not anything concerning at all when it comes to the Yankees' current lineup and what they need. Speed, defense, agility, power to all fields at Yankee Stadium is always something you like to see and like to hear about. Of course, if you see right here, as a right fielder and as a left fielder, he ranks above average, not a good center fielder for the limited time he has played there. but he does rank as an above average outfielder. This is a guy, I'm telling you folks, the New York Yankees should be throwing things at. And as I said before, let me get this pulled up on the screen because earlier today I decided to do something I don't typically do. I decided to have a little bit of fun. And with that fun that I decided to have today, it's using that little calculator, so to say. And let me get the screen pulled back up real quick for you guys. We will flip on back over here. And this is what I came up with. Now, again, I'm not a fan of this trade calculator at all because you never really know how it works. But here's what I came up with. Jake McCarthy for Everson Pereira and Clark Schmidt. Do I think that will be enough? I told you guys before, I really don't know. I don't like messing around with these things. I don't know if they're real, but I tell you what, a lot of people have really taken to this deal. They messaged me and they said, Pete, this is something they should definitely consider. A lot of people also like McCarthy, and we don't know if the Diamondbacks will even sit back and go, we'll trade him. Look, they also got Alek Thomas, who Alek Thomas I've known of for a long time because he's been one of the better prospects in Major League Baseball. McCarthy has gotten off to a way better Major League start than him, but I don't know. Maybe they want to keep their guy Alek Thomas a little more. Thomas is another guy I would consider going after over McCarthy, but if the Yankees can pull off a trade for McCarthy, this is almost an under-the-radar type move that could have major good deeds from it, so to say. With a guy like McCarthy, a steal, some could even call it. And I think that is kind of fair because you are getting Clark Schmidt, who's still young. I think he's a year older than McCarthy. Everson Pereira is basically right there, and he's a right-handed bat. They got a lot of lefty outfielders. They got to mix that up a little bit. Pierre is not yet ready for the major leagues, but definitely has a lot of power. Some people are concerned about his longer swing, how much contact he's going to make at the major league level. But he got the athleticism, he got the power, he got all that. And I think this is a deal the Yankees should seriously consider. Brian Cashman, Randy Levine, Stein, Little Stein. Maybe he's like a medium Stein now, considering he really went out his way to get Aaron Judge. We got to see more, though. Until then, I'm still going to go with Little Stein. I'm a little happy for him, but I got to hold off right now to really go at him on that one. To give him his flowers, I need some more moves. This is a move to start with. On top of that, it's not a money move. So it's not a move where the Yankees got to be too concerned about money and all that fun stuff. Get me Rodon. Get me McCarthy. You already got Judge. Guys, and we have a ball game then. 28, here we come. But until then, guys, we got the same club. And we're kind of just wandering around, a little more expensive now, and that's it. More moves must be made by the New York Yankees to make this a successful offseason. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about a deal for McCarthy? Learn about him a little bit. Look into him a little more. Watch a couple of more highlights besides the homers that I showed you. Watch some more highlights that are all available to you out there. And a thing called the internet. It's called the internet. You log in, you can type somebody's name in, and you find some information about him. Might be a good idea for you to do before you know, I want this guy. Look into him. Look into him a little bit. Talk about it below, guys. I'll join you in the conversation. Hot balls later tonight. Stay tuned, 8 p.m. We riding. Talk to you guys next time.